Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Buy Z Dips with the first comment in the live chat. What is up, my friend? Very, very nice to see you. Quite early in the morning where you are. Bait Master, thank you for the microphone check. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, one of my live streams, please pay very close attention to the number one rule in DeFi. I cannot stress this enough. I'm like a broken record with this, but it's only because it's so very, very important. When you get into DeFi, when you get into crypto, you're going to use a Web3 wallet, which is a seed phrase. A seed phrase is a wallet. A wallet is a seed phrase. The seed phrase is like the master key to your wallet and all of the accounts within. So your most important job when you get into crypto and DeFi is to keep that seed phrase safe. It's also called a secret recovery phrase. Emphasis on the word secret. Keep it a secret. Keep it as a hard copy. Don't keep it as an electronic file on a device. What if the device gets hacked? You lose your seed phrase. You lose everything. You lose all of your crypto, and all of your coins and tokens go bye-bye. So keep it as a hard copy. Don't give it to anybody. There are all kinds of scammers out there that are going to try to trick you into giving them your 12-word phrase. They're going to word it specifically. They're going to say, your 12 words. They're not going to say, oh, give me your secret recovery phrase. They're going to try to trick you. So don't give your seed phrase to anybody. Never email it to anybody, especially never enter it anywhere online. That's a very common scam. Try to get you to put your 12 words into a website. You only need your seed phrase in the future if you're restoring your wallet on a new device. Let's say you got a new phone, you got a new computer. That's it. That's the only time you pull out your hard copy, use your 12-word phrase to load that wallet on that new device, and then lock it back away. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate everybody tuning in for the live stream. If you could please like the video on your way in. And if you didn't know, if we get enough live viewers, if I get 35 or more live viewers on the live stream, I will be giving away some crypto. We did it on Monday. We'll do it again today if we can get enough interest and live people tuning in for the live stream. So share the video with your friends, share it on your Discord groups, your Telegram groups, your Facebook groups, anywhere and everywhere. Let people know, hey, tune into this guy on YouTube. You're going to learn something and you could win $20 of free crypto. I know it's not a ton of money, but hey, it's something. So other than that, like the video, and please understand that I'm not here to provide any sort of advice. I'm here to provide education. So your investment decisions are yours alone. I can't be held responsible for your decisions, but I can provide education. So when you're making your decisions, you're doing so in a more educated manner. Okay? I can help flatten the learning curve of crypto and DeFi. That's my passion. That's what I love to do. I retired, quit my job in January of 2022. So it's been more than 2 years. And now I do what I love to do, which is to teach crypto and DeFi. So in the interest of getting a lot of live viewers and having an opportunity to win some free crypto, definitely subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. That way you get a notification. You get a ding on your phone every time I go live. And then if you have the time, all you have to do is show up. And if we get enough people showing up for the live stream, we're going to be giving away some free crypto. So like, subscribe, comment down below if you're watching the recorded version. I really appreciate those of you who tune in later and watch the recorded version of the live stream. Unfortunately, you're not eligible for the giveaways that we do. So if you can make it, try to tune in live. Molian, nice to see you. Fate Master, thanks guys for being here. And let's go ahead and share the screen. So first things first, before I get into the content for today, we're seeing a massive pump in the drip token. We're not quite there yet in terms of the minting having ceased, but we're minting fewer and fewer tokens each day. It keeps dropping precipitously as far as the number of drip tokens that get minted per 24 hours. Earlier, the tax vault was pumping pretty good. It was up to, I think, 160,000 something tokens. And then it dropped back down. Some people evidently did some claiming a little bit late to the party, but there's going to be stragglers every time. But we keep building back up. And so you never know. We might stop right around 231 million tokens, and then it'll be pure deflation from there. So people are starting to get excited about the drip token. I want to point something else out about this chart right here. Notice this liquidity pool. This is the drip BUSD liquidity pool on PancakeSwap. And by the way, when people buy on this DEX, they are paying a 10% tax. If you buy on the native DEX, you don't pay a 10% tax. So I'll put this link in the chat. This is a really cool website made by a guy named Rick Pierce. You can always check the prices on this website right here. And he's even going to point out which is the better price as far as if you want to buy some drip. I mean, if you're selling drip, which I am definitely not selling drip anytime soon, but if you're selling drip, then obviously you just take the price that's higher. But if you're buying drip, the math is a little bit more complicated than just which is the lower price, because on the drip DEX, the native DEX on dripnetwork.io, there's no tax to buy the token. On PancakeSwap, there is a tax. So depending on the prices there, it could actually be more beneficial to buy at the higher price without the tax versus the lower price on PancakeSwap. So that was one thing I wanted to mention. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that this liquidity pool here on PancakeSwap is microscopic. It is tiny. This is less than $200,000 of liquidity in this pool on the BUSD side. What that means is it's very, very, very easy to spike the price upward like this. Now, you would think, well, somebody must have come in and bought $50,000 worth of drip. No, actually, this candle right here, if I hover over that candle, the volume on that was $8,000. So somebody came in and bought $8,000 worth of drip. Not a lot, especially not when you're talking about these DeFi tokens, and these meme tokens usually attract millions of dollars of liquidity. This is $8,000, and that's what the price did. I believe overall over the last few hours here, I think drip is up like 17% or something. This spike right here, that was $4,478. So altogether, this is less than $15,000 of incoming buy orders. It's tiny. It's microscopic, even for crypto. It's very, very small. And that is one advantage of having a very shallow liquidity pool. So anyway, the main content for today is Koinly. Now, before I get into the transactions here that I did today, I want to just reiterate my number one tip for Koinly. My number one, most important, most money-saving tip for Koinly would be the merge function. So the reason for that is with Koinly, the paid plans, there's different tiers of plans. when you want to finally plunk down some money and pay for a plan with Koinly, which you need to do if you want to be able to export anything useful from the software. So if you want to generate your tax forms, for example, you're going to have to purchase a paid plan. When it comes time to purchase a paid plan, the different tiers are dependent upon how many transactions you have. So the way it works with Koinly is you can start up an account for free, and you can import all of your transactions from the different blockchains for free. And the centralized exchanges, you can do everything for free. You only have to pay when it's time to generate some reports. That's kind of the whole point, right? So what I would suggest, and my number one tip, is start your free account, import all of your transactions, and then go through the transactions, go through the data and merge until you can't merge anymore. What that's going to do is it's going to greatly decrease the number of transactions. And if you have fewer transactions, you're going to ultimately have to pay less money to Koinly when you go ahead and purchase your paid plan. Now, I only recently discovered this function, and unfortunately, it was like the day after I paid for my plan. So for 2023, I had upwards of 20,000 transactions. So I had to purchase the most premium, most expensive plan for $279, and I had to spend an extra $100 for that extra bandwidth, for the extra 10,000 transactions. The premium plan only covers you up to 10,000 transactions. So if you have 20,000 transactions, it's an extra $10 for every 1,000. So if you can go through your transactions before you pay and merge a bunch of them, you'll cut that way down. And then when you are finally ready to go ahead and pay for a plan, please go ahead and use my referral link. It's in the description below. You're going to save $20, and I'm going to get a referral bonus. So if you use that link, it saves you money, and it gives me some money. So now, what do I mean by merging? So first of all, for merging transactions, there's 3 requirements. They have to be from the same wallet with the same token on the same day. Now, those of us with experience in DeFi, we realize that's a no-brainer. How many gas fees do you pay on a particular day? Maybe on a day you only have 1 transaction the whole day, but other days you might have a dozen transactions, each one of those having a gas fee. So there's an opportunity to take, let's say, a dozen gas fees and merge them into a single transaction. You're going from 12 transactions to 1 transaction, as long as they are all on the same wallet with the same token, in this case maybe BNB, on the same day. So let me show you exactly what I mean by this. So earlier today, I went into my piggy bank and I compounded my 14 stakes. So I'm still maintaining it. Call me crazy if you will, if you want to, but I'm still maintaining my piggy bank stakes. 2 of them are still locked. The others are open. But anyway, I have 14 stakes, and I do this every day. So I've already synced my wallet here, and you can see the 14 gas fees. These are all the same wallet, all on the same day, and everything was BNB. So here's what I do. I just click all 14 transactions. I actually overdid one, so I had an error here. This transaction failed. So it's actually 15 today. But anyway, once you select all those transactions, just click the merge button. Let me turn the banner off so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Right here, merge. So that's going to clump all 15 transactions into one single transaction. And I can't remember what this was before, but you should have seen that just dropped. If you back up the video 30 seconds, you'll see how I just reduced my number of transactions. Now, this is only February 12th through February 14th. So this is, 3 days. And you can see how much it adds up. I mean, 64 transactions is still a lot, but that's the way it goes in DeFi. Now, what I like to do personally, just to keep things organized, I'm going to leave it as a cost. This is a cost of doing business with Piggy Bank, and I'm going to what am I trying to do here? I'm going to go ahead and change the description here to Piggy Bank. And again, you guys can't see that, but there it is right there. Okay, let me turn the banner back on, save that. And that's it. So if you can go through all of your data, by the way, it's very helpful if you can keep up with this at least, every couple of days, maybe once a week at the very minimum. I like to keep up with this daily just because it'll get ahead of me. And I fall too far behind, and then I end up spending, hours and hours in an evening organizing and merging and doing different things with the transactions in Koinly. So that is the number one tip for Koinly. Reduce those transactions by merging them together. Gas fees are a prime example of that. It's a good opportunity. And if you can reduce your number of transactions, ultimately, you're going to save yourself some money when you go to buy your paid plan on Koinly. Now, specifically tonight or today, I want to talk about your Koinly transactions and when you're providing concentrated liquidity. So on Monday's stream, I established 2 concentrated liquidity positions. One of them was on Radium, okay, and the Solana USDC pair. There's the details, my range, and how much I put in there. And then the other one I started out was on PancakeSwap ZK Sync network on the ETH USDC pair. And there was my range. Okay. Now I got up this morning and right about 9 a.m. I noticed that the price had escaped my range. So I made a decision there to go ahead and remove my liquidity. And conveniently, that presents an opportunity for me to show you guys exactly how I organize these transactions, in Koinly. Okay. So first of all, let's go back 2 days to February 12th. I got some rewards there. That's not important. Here I was doing some stuff on Solana exchange. I was moving a bunch of money around, trying to get $3,000 on Solana and $3,000 on ZK Sync. Okay, here is where I added the liquidity on Radium. So this LP token, this is a dummy LP token. So let me back up a second. So whenever you provide concentrated liquidity on a V3 exchange, you're providing some of token A, some of token B, you designate your price range, and you put that money into the smart contract. The smart contract spits out an NFT, okay? So essentially, you're buying an NFT. But the problem with that in Koinly is an NFT cannot be split. By definition, you can't buy or sell half of an NFT or 40% of an NFT. Okay. So Koinly can't rectify the fact that you spent whatever you spent in USDC and whatever you spent in Solana. I'm looking at the wrong transactions. So right here is I put $1,000 of Solana and I put 1479 worth of USDC into the liquidity pool, and I got that NFT. So that's why this is called a deposit here. And there's the NFT. And it said, hey, I don't know the value of this. I said, that's fine. And I just changed it to a 0 value. That's unimportant. What's important is I purchased this NFT using some amount of Solana and some amount of USDC, but Koinly can't do that. So what I ended up doing, and this is based on the official, support page for Koinly, is I created a dummy LP token. Now, in this case, this is like the third time I've done this exercise. So I use LP3. This is just a dummy. This token doesn't exist. So I created a manual transaction to say, I received in my Solana wallet, I received LP3 tokens. The number is unimportant. What I did is I just used the number 100. Okay. I'm not going to actually add this transaction. I told Koinly that I received 100 LP3 tokens. And then that transaction was here in my record. And it said there was a withdrawal of 9.18 SOL. There was a withdrawal of 1479 USDC. And then there was that deposit of 100 LP3 tokens. I then merged those 3 transactions. You can't see it now because this is post merge. I did this a couple days ago. But I clicked those 3 transactions, the withdrawal of SOL, the withdrawal of USDC, and the deposit of 100 LP3 tokens. I clicked all 3 of those transactions, and then I used my favorite merge function. When I did that, Koinly said, oh, okay, I got it. You exchanged this much Solana for this many LP tokens, and you exchanged this much USDC for this many LP tokens. It just did the math all for me automatically, completely just done in seconds. And so essentially what this ends up being is a trade. This is a trade. I'm trading this much token for this much token and vice versa. That's why the number doesn't really matter. What matters is the value of, money that you're trading for those fictitious LP3 tokens. Okay. And then later on, which we're going to see in a moment, when I remove that liquidity, it's like I'm swapping back out of those LP tokens. So that's going to enable Koinly to figure out my capital gain or my capital loss, my profit or my loss on that trade. Okay. So let's see. So then I also on Monday, and by the way, Koinly always shows everything in UTC. So for me, that's like 5 hours ahead of Eastern time. Not for me, for everybody. Anyway, so this shows up as like Tuesday morning, but in reality, it was Monday night. Anyway, here's where I added liquidity. And for this one, this was on ETH USDC on PancakeSwap on the ZK Sync network. So there's my ZK Sync wallet. And if you look at the details here, this is my LP1. Because this is the first time I ever started tracking liquidity in Koinly like this. I did it for my ZK Sync ETH USDC. Anyway, so there's LP1. So I exchanged, $1,348 worth of ETH for roughly half of those LP tokens, fictitious. and $1,300 of USDC for the other half, those LP tokens. So this enables Koinly to track exactly how much skin I have in this game. And then later on, when I pull this liquidity, I'll do another manual transaction of making believe that I deposited or sent those LP tokens and traded them for the liquidity that I ended up pulling out of the pool. These are just gas fees. This is where I staked the NFT on PancakeSwap. So add to pool. This was the airdrop that I sent. Okay. Oh, on Monday night, I was talking about, on the live stream on Monday, I was talking about how the APR is really good on Animal Farm for BUSD, USDC. So I went ahead and added a little bit, just a tiny bit of liquidity to the BUSD, USDC pool on PancakeSwap, and then staked those LP tokens on Animal Farm to start earning some extra dogs. Anyway, there's my stable swap rewards. Beautiful. Gotta love that. And here is 9 o'clock this morning. I removed my Solana USDC. So this is the raw data as it imported from the blockchain just before I started the stream. So I got $12.68 worth of SOL just deposited to my wallet. I got $4.70 worth of Ray. That's a reward. That's just free money for being a liquidity provider. And then I got 25.42 worth of USDC. Why did I get so much USDC and so little SOL? I'll tell you. I've said this a million times as well. When you're providing liquidity on a decentralized exchange, you are filling orders. So whatever traders are doing, your liquidity position is doing the opposite. So when traders were buying SOL, buying, prices going up, my liquidity position is selling. It's selling SOL and getting USDC in return. So by the time the price hit the top of my range, I'm sold out. I don't have any more SOL tokens left in my liquidity position. At that point, I'm 100% USDC. The only reason I got some SOL tokens when I pulled this liquidity out is because I had some trading fees. I had, $12 worth of SOL tokens that I earned as trading fees from being a liquidity provider, right? What about the imbalances you sometimes get with scam tokens? That's a great question, Steve. And I have been seeing a lot of that lately, especially when I send some, for example, I might send some USDT to my Binance.us account. And then all of a sudden a spoofed transaction will show up in my Koinly where it looks like I deposited or I received some amount of USDT. It's actually a bogus token. So any of those spoofed scam transactions that I end up seeing in Koinly, I just delete those. I just delete them. If it's actually the legitimate USDT token, for example, it's going to have that symbol. Koinly is going to recognize the legit token. If you get one of those scam deposits, it's crazy the way they do it, by the way. It looks like it's coming from your wallet. It's not. It's coming from somebody else's wallet, and they're sending you, and they're spoofing the transaction in such a way that it looks like you sent those tokens. But Koinly will not recognize the token ID, the address of the token itself. And so it'll say USDT, for example, but it'll be like this weird gray icon. Okay. Reflective tokens, what I did for example, for my elephant money is I just kept track of that manually. And at a certain point, I looked at my token balance in Koinly and I compared that with the token balance showed on BSC scan. And then I did a manual deposit. So I did a manual transaction as a deposit of extra elephant tokens. And then I tagged it as a reward, right? Because it's, again, it's like, free money. Excellent. 2 questions there, Steve. Appreciate you. Where were we? Okay. So I got, those are the trading fees that I earned. I'm going to count that as part of my removing of liquidity. I got Ray tokens. I just counted that. I tagged that as a reward. And I got a deposit of USDC. So there's the deposit of SOL. There's the deposit of USDC. The only thing I'm missing is the 100 fake fictitious LP tokens that I sent to the exchange to get that liquidity back out, right? Here's the NFT that I sent. I don't really care about that. And Koinly can't split that up anyway. So I just, what I do to get rid of the thing is I just change the value of it to 0.0. I don't know why that's taking forever, but there it is. That way it gets rid of the little warning message. So remember, when I put this liquidity in, I created a fake deposit of 100 fictitious LP3 tokens. So now I need to create a fake withdrawal of those same fictitious LP3 tokens, right? So February 14th, 2:06 p.m. February 14th, 2:06 p.m. So I'm going to do withdrawal. February 14th, 2:06 p.m. This was the SOL wallet. LP3. And then I like to put a little note just to remember later. SOL USDC on Radium. Now, initially it'll pop up here, just added, instead of being, down here where it belongs. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this deposit. My wallet received some SOL tokens. This deposit, my wallet received some USDC tokens. How did I get that? Well, I'm going to pretend that my wallet sent those 100 LP3 tokens back to the exchange. Even though that didn't really happen, that's the way you have to organize the transactions in Koinly so it'll properly and correctly calculate your profit or your loss. So again, we're going to use, let me turn off the banner so you guys can see this better. We're going to use our favorite merge transaction. It's got the 3 selected. Watch this. Transactions have been merged. This will still be here. It'll go away later once Koinly processes everything and gives us the refresh option. Liquidity out. So I sold some, it automatically calculates. It's going to assume that this is homogeneous, that each LP3 token has the same exact value. And that's why, so it automatically does the math. It says, okay, you sold basically half of an LP3 token to get $12.68 worth of SOL. And then you sold 99.5 LP3 tokens to get 25.42 USDC. Okay. Now it's going to crunch on that for a few minutes, and later on it'll give me the little refresh button over there, and we'll be able to see exactly how much I lost or gained. Okay. So let's go to the next page because I also need to do this with my ETH USDC. And by the way, just as a sort of a little bit of a swing trade, if you will, since I considered that the price of Sol was pretty high when it was up here. Remember, on Monday, I left behind like $500 worth of Sol in my wallet. And I had purchased Sol on that day for $111.84. So when I had an opportunity to take a little profit, I did. I sold that $500 worth of Sol up here at 117.80. So there's that exchange. And a little bit of profit. I mean, this was a day and a half trade. So what did I earn in a day and a half? Remember, my goal is to try to make about $33 a day with this concentrated liquidity stuff. And that way I can earn like an extra $1,000 a month to help me pay my bills. So I earned $12.68 worth of Sol in trading fees. I don't know how many USDC tokens I earned. I earned almost $5 worth of Ray. So that's $17, $18 right there. And I made 28 bucks on the little trade there. So yeah, that's just half of my activity, right? That's just on the Sol USDC liquidity providing that I was doing. That's not even including the other position over here on PancakeSwap on ZK Sync. Now this Bitcoin and ETH are pumping really good right now. So, so this hasn't had a decent pullback. I'm having this EMA on here. I'm thinking I might get back into ETH USDC if it pulls back. But right now I'm just sitting on 100% USDC. So let's look at this. So again, my liquidity position sold out of ETH. Traders were buying ETH. My liquidity position was selling ETH. And by the time the price escaped my range, my liquidity position was 100% USDC, 0% ETH, not including the trading fees that I had earned over this course of whatever this was, 36 hours or something. So first of all, PancakeSwap has that little thing where you can stake the NFT and earn extra yield in the form of cake. So that's this deposit right here. And notice Koinly doesn't automatically tag this. This is why you have to, well, you don't have to, but this is why I prefer to keep up with these things on a daily basis, or at least every couple of days. So this just shows as a transaction, or excuse me, as a deposit. Koinly doesn't know what the dealio is here. I know that as soon as I unstaked that NFT from the farm, I harvested the rewards in cake. So I got $11.38 worth of cake from PancakeSwap. That's some more free money. Day and a half, day and a half, guys. And here's the NFT that was deposited to my wallet. I'm just going to change that to a 0 value so I can get rid of the error message. Now ZK Sync does some funny, well, I won't say funny, but ZK Sync does gas fee rebates or refunds. That's what this is right here. So the network sent me $1.82 worth of ETH just for doing the transaction. Here's the where is the gas fee? Oh, here's the gas fee. So my gas fee for this 212 transaction was $2.76, which obviously that's going to be a cost, but I will do that in a second because I think I'll be able to merge that into my no, I'm going to call that as a cost. I'm going to tag it as a cost. It's a cost of doing business on the ZK Sync blockchain. And then this deposit of ETH, Koinly has a fee refund tag, which at the end of the day, it's gonna count as income. Okay, so I unstaked my NFT. I got some cake rewards. I paid a gas fee and I got a fee refund. Next transaction was when I actually removed the liquidity. So I received $8.85 in trading fees, ETH. I received 2678 USDC because remember, my liquidity position had converted to 100% USDC. The only ETH I got was the little trading fees that I had collected over 36 hours. This is another fee refund. And this is the gas fee. So this one, I'm going to call this as, actually, I might be able to merge all of these in one because this is ETH and this is ETH. Both of those are deposits. This is a gas fee cost. And this is the USDC that I received. So 1, 2, 3, 4 transactions. Here's some more savings on your merging function. 4 transactions are going to turn into 2 transactions. Now, we have to do the fake LP tokens again. So this was the LP1 token. Let me just verify. LP1. So liquidity in, when I put ETH and USDC into the liquidity pool, there's the fictitious 100 LP1 tokens. Let's get back out of that. Hello, RD. Thanks for being here. Only 11 live viewers, so we have some work to do. If we're going to do a free crypto giveaway, we need to have at least 30, 35 live viewers. So if you guys can, definitely like the video. That will help if you haven't already. And share the link for this video right now. Share it with your friends, family, Discord groups, Telegram groups, Facebook groups, all of that. So where was I? LP1. I need to create a fake transaction saying that I sent 100 LP1 tokens to get my liquidity back out of the pool. I didn't actually do that, but that's the way to get Koinly to display everything correctly. So that was 2:13 p.m. on the 14th today. What did I say? 2:13 p.m. 2:13 p.m. So add transaction, withdrawal to 13 p.m. This time it's going to be the ZK Sync. LP1. So I am pretending that I sent those 100 LP tokens back to the exchange. ETH USDC on swap 3. There's the new transaction. Don't worry about the no market price found, because once we merge it with those deposits, Koinly is going to figure everything out. So again, we select that transaction, and then I'm going to see if it'll merge all 5 of these transactions together, because this was a deposit of ETH. This was a deposit of USDC. This was another deposit of ETH, even though it was a fee refund. And then this was the gas fee. I don't know if it'll work for all 5 of these, but I'm going to try it. Boom. Okay. So now all 5 of those transactions became 2 transactions, liquidity out. Now it'll have to figure out my cost basis. After a few minutes, we'll get the refresh button, and we'll be able to see exactly the profit or the loss. I think it's going to be a profit. I know it's going to be a profit. Plus the fact that I earned, $11 worth of cake. So all in all, well over $50 that I made here in a day and a half. So far, so good in terms of trying to make about $33 to $35 a day. On the way to making $1,000 extra a month just by providing liquidity on a decentralized exchange or exchanges. So pretty cool in my opinion. Now this is weird. I noticed this before I started the stream. This is actually a swap. So this is a fee, another fee refund. And this is a gas fee. See, everything is happening at 217. And this is, what did I do here? So this, let me look at this transaction. That's another cool feature of Koinly. It has this little blue box with the arrow. So that'll just open up the transaction on the Explorer. Multi-call. So I think this was a trade. It's a gas fee. Okay, yeah, okay, now I remember. See, this is again why you want to keep up with this at least every couple of days. I remember I wanted to unload the last little bit of ETH that I had. It wasn't a ton, $165 worth of ETH. I wanted to sell that because, again, I thought, well, the price is pretty high right here. Now it's gone higher, so no big deal. You won't go broke taking profits, as they say, right? But my thinking this morning was, okay, this is a pretty high price for ETH. Maybe we'll get a pullback, and I can buy it back for a lower price. If I don't get that opportunity, not a big deal. And I do need to redeploy this capital. I might wait a little while to see if we can get a pullback. But I don't want to wait too long, because if I wait and sit on this USDC, it's an opportunity cost. I won't make any money hodling USDC, right? So this is a instance where Koinly sort of got it wrong. I did a swap, and Koinly didn't recognize it as a swap. It recognized it as a fee refund and some USDC coming into my wallet for no apparent reason. Just didn't even tag it. Just said, oh, there's a deposit here. And here's where I sent the gas fee, and here's where I sent the 0.06 ETH to do this trade. So all 4 of these transactions are mergeable. They're all on the same day. They're the same token. Well, 2 tokens in this case. This is going to become a trade transaction. And it's all the same wallet. So let's merge those and see what happens. There you go. 4 transactions down to 1. So we had like 78 transactions to begin the stream. Now we've got 62. You can see how powerful this is in terms of going through your whole year worth of transactions. And the big hitter is just merging the gas fees. You know, you're going to have many days where you spent 2, 3, 4, 5, a dozen gas fees to do whatever you were doing in DeFi. You can merge all those together, and you're going to really shrink your total number of transactions for the calendar year, and that's going to save you money when you go ahead and buy your plan with Koinly. So I think that's going to do it in terms of the main content here. We're at 51 minutes. Unfortunately, we didn't reach the threshold of 35 live viewers. So unless we can have a giant push here in the next 9 minutes, we will have to wait until next week to have another chance at the giveaway. But like I said, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications. And if we get enough live viewers, I'm just going to be giving away some free crypto. On Monday, I gave away 700 drip tokens. That has panned out pretty well. And when I did it, it was only it was only $20, but drip went up like 17%. Ooh, we have 20,000 tokens in the vault. Love to see that. Just a hair under 231 million drip tokens in existence. I think we're going to start seeing some major fireworks. That is not investment advice. That is not financial advice. Here's the wrapped drip token. So the price on that is almost 4 cents. So there's some arbitrage opportunities here. If you can buy drip tax-free for 3.4 cents and sell it for 4 cents, I mean, you're going to pay a 10% tax on the sale. So, and you're also going to, these are decentralized exchanges. These are automated market makers. You're going to have some price impact, just like this guy who bought, or gal who bought, you know, $8,000 worth of drip. They really moved the price against themselves when they did that, which is a good thing for the rest of us. You know, it kind of sucks as a buyer or a seller. You're always moving the price against yourself whenever you buy or sell a token on a decentralized exchange. But the deeper and deeper that this liquidity pool gets, then the smaller the price impact you're going to have when you're swapping. This is good. This is good. I failed to mention, and I wanted to mention this. I want to mention this each and every stream. If this is confusing to you, if you're not understanding even half of what I'm talking about, that is perfectly normal and understandable. And I am here to help. So one of the ways I help people learn how to do crypto and DeFi is what you're seeing right now. These live streams, these are an opportunity for you to learn something new and also to ask questions in real time. And I always do my best to answer all the questions I get in chat. But another great way to continue your learning journey is to join us on Telegram. So what you can see on the bottom of the screen is a URL. That is t.me, stands for Telegram Me. t.me/team drip guide. Okay, this is a free chat room, completely free, open to everyone. And when you get into that chat room, that's another place for you to ask questions. And there is no such thing. I mean, I know everybody says this, but I really truly mean this. There's no such thing as a dumb question. There's no question that is too newbie. That is my goal. That is my mission in life, is to make this so much easier for people than it is. Okay, I want to help. So join the Telegram group. Okay, Telegram is an app. You can have it on your phone, you can have it on your computer, or both. Join the Telegram group, ask your questions. I am in there. I have several admins like Steve, like Fuzzy Crypto, multiple other admins that are all very nice and knowledgeable and happy to help as well. And everything is free. Nobody is going to ask you for a dime. I don't ask for money on these YouTube streams. I don't ask for money anywhere at all. I do ask that people use my referral links once in a while. Of course, I've got to shill the links, but I'm never going to ask anybody for any money. It's a completely free place for you to learn all about crypto and DeFi, and it's trusted. You can trust the help that you're going to get in that chat room. Now, one caveat to that: as soon as you get on Telegram and start asking questions in a public group like that, you are going to get bombarded with private messages. All kinds of scammers will come out of the cracks and start hitting you up. They are trying to trick you. 99.99% of the private messages, direct messages, or DMs that you receive on Telegram are going to be from scammers. So just ignore those. You can do what I do. I just immediately block and report. Okay. So the very common thing is somebody out of the blue will send me a DM and it's so stupid. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It just happens again and again and again, each and every day. They'll just send me a DM and they'll say hello, or they'll say hi, or they'll say nice to meet you, or some crap like that. It makes no sense. They don't provide any context as to why they're just suddenly reaching out to me in a DM. And it's, you can see them coming from a mile away. So be wary of that. As soon as you join the Telegram group and start asking questions in the public group, you're going to start getting the DMs. You might even get calls. They can call you. Your phone will start ringing like you're getting a phone call. It's a scam. So ask your questions in the public chat and wait for your answers in the public chat, either from me personally or from one of my admins. Okay. So definitely join the Telegram group. Tune in next week. Tune in for all of my live streams. Best way to do that, of course, is to turn on the notifications here on YouTube. I stream twice a week, Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Yep, absolutely. It's very, very exciting. I think we have some fireworks in store for the drip token. This is a tiny, microscopic, very shallow liquidity pool. Very, very easy for just a little bit of liquidity to totally overwhelm the price. We could easily see 15 cents next week. I'm not making any predictions. I'm just saying it's so easy. It takes very little to actually move this price quite dramatically. So I'm excited. I also, just on a personal note, I've been having great success with my day trading lately. I just passed a second evaluation with Apex Trader Funding, so I now have 2 funded accounts. It's fantastic, as I get to trade other people's money, and if I make profits, I keep it. If I lose, I don't lose any of my own money. So very, very excited about that, and very excited about drip. I'm very excited about wrapped drip. I'm excited about pigs and dogs. I think the pigs token was pumping pretty well today as well. Not quite as dramatically as 17% on drip, but not too shabby. Up 4% in 24 hours. Somebody taking some profits there. Now, this is a much deeper liquidity pool. $902,000. Actually, that's the whole pool. So in terms of BUSD, it's only 451,000 BUSD in the liquidity pool. But this one also has a BNB pair. So there's AFP BUSD and there's AFP BNB. Not quite sure how much liquidity is in the BNB pool, but PancakeSwap will arbitrage back and forth between these two pools to keep everything balanced and keep the price the same. But that's a pretty decent pump. And again, not a lot of volume, $13,555 in that 1 hour candle. So I don't know if that was one buy or 10 buys, but all I know is it doesn't take very much money to pump the price on these low liquidity micro cap tokens. So very exciting. Yep, you and me both. Oh, and by the way, if you're a fan of the new and improved DRIP token, and if you're a fan of No Limit Hold'em, join us for some poker. So I have another Telegram group together with a guy named Paul, or Donkey Kong. T.me/drip poker 2. So what we do is we play little poker tournaments on an app, and I maintain a vault of drip tokens. So what people do is they pay like 900 drip or 1,000 drip to enter the tournament, and then I keep that in a wallet, and I maintain a spreadsheet. So whoever wins or gets second place or whatever, then I tally that in the spreadsheet, and we keep track of, how many drip tokens everybody has in the vault. And then if you want, you can cash out. And I would send the drip back to you. But we play Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. Once in a while, we will play on a Saturday morning or afternoon. Once in a while, we'll play on a Friday night. And then we try to play also on Sunday night. So 3 or 4 times a week, we play these little tournaments. Very fun. And if you win, you get some extra drip. Yeah, so join us on that if you're interested in poker and drip. And other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. If you're watching the recorded version of this video, thank you. I appreciate you. Make sure to like the video, leave a comment down below, and try to tune in for the live stream next week, Mondays, 6 p.m. Eastern, Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Eastern. If we get enough live viewers, I'm going to be giving away some free crypto. So thanks again, everybody. Oh, I didn't have the lid properly oriented. Oh my goodness. What a mistake. There we go. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend.